All right, guys, we are back, and this time is a video about 5 things you didn't know about the Maserati Ghibli. So just 5 quick facts that might be interesting to you, just in case you want to buy one in the future, or just if you want to know more about the Ghibli. So here are 5 facts now. So the first thing you might not have known about the Maserati Ghibli is the engine is actually built by Ferrari. Now, the car itself, a lot of it is assembled in Maranello, which is where Ferrari's location is for their factory. So this is actually built by Ferrari. You know, Maserati and Ferrari are both owned by parent company Fiat. So Ferrari has a lot to do with what goes on in the Ghibli. So they built the engines, and you know, this car gets assembled next to the 458 Italia Ferrari and also the Ferrari California. So if you know, people kind of stress, oh, you know, it has Chrysler this, Chrysler that. The powertrain right here, you see that beautiful engine right there? Well, you can see the engine cover, but you know, it's actually built by Ferrari. So this is a Ferrari built engine, and I can't stress that enough, especially for the naysayers out there. So that's number 1. All right, so the second thing you might not know about the Maserati Ghibli, which is the most interesting to me, I found on an accident, and it's actually idiot proof. Okay, so take the key fob here. We'll open up the trunk. Okay, when you leave the key fob in the trunk and close the trunk, the Ghibli will actually flash the tail lights twice, or probably even the headlights, and open up the trunk for you because you close the key in the trunk. It won't let you do it. So let's demonstrate this here. We got the key fob there in the trunk. No other key fob is on me. You know, hand is on the camera and this hand's free. I'm gonna close it. Just like that. Opens it right up, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's simple, it's basic, but I haven't seen it in any other cars. My BMW didn't have it. I don't think my Charger had it. So it's awesome that it does that for you. It comes in handy because like I said, I found out on accident that that happens, but we'll take it out, we'll close it, and there you go. So that's the second thing you might have not known about the Maserati Ghibli. All right, so the third thing you might not know, and I'm talking over the exhaust, but there's a reason for it, and this may be disappointing to Ghibli diesel owners. The Ghibli diesel, which this is not a diesel, but the diesel actually recreates a fake exhaust note through the speakers of the Ghibli. So what I'm saying is, when you start the car or rev the engine, where there would normally be a loud exhaust note on the normal gas Ghiblis, the diesel Ghibli actually recreates the sound through the speakers inside of the car. You've heard of it probably on a lot of BMW systems, mainly the M4 recreates the same sound, just so you get a sense of noise when high accelerations or startup or whatnot. Very disappointing when I heard this, because I don't have a diesel, but for anybody who wants to get a diesel, that's a deal breaker for me. Part of the reason why I didn't get an M4 is because of the sound of the Maserati, the sound that this V6 has. You've seen in plenty of my videos, and to know that it's kind of made up in the diesels kind of sucks for whoever is in the market to get a diesel. So my recommendation would be to go for the petrol gas Maserati Ghibli if possible, because that noise, the noise. Let's talk about the noise. This is what I don't want recreated. Okay, I'm going to come in here. This noise here, that is what I love. So that will be number 3. All right, so the fourth thing you might not know about the Ghibli is it actually has built-in Bluetooth. This might not be a big thing for other people. It's not for me because I don't have it enabled, which you'll see in a moment here. But right here where it says SD in the middle in the infotainment system is where you'd have a SIM card plugged in, okay? And then from there is where you'd link it up to your cell phone. So if you were to go up here and go to more, in settings, hit the down arrow, and then you can do phone Bluetooth. You can add your device and get everything paired, and then you can have a built-in Wi-Fi here. So anybody that is, you know, bad on their data, and you know they want to use their car as a Bluetooth, or you know, phone calls or whatnot, everything could be paired through Bluetooth just by going down here and going and plugging in your SIM card and your HD or SD slot here. So I thought that was pretty cool to know, because you have a driving Bluetooth, and you know, a lot of people need those these days. So that would be number 4. All right, so the 5th and final thing you might not know about the Maserati Ghibli is the name. What does the name Ghibli mean, or Ghibli, however you might pronounce it? A lot of people don't favor the name because it just sounds kind of funny compared to Gran Turismo, Quattroporte, you know, stuff like that. So Ghibli actually means dust carrying wind in northern Africa. Why Maserati themselves named it dust carrying wind, not exactly sure. There might be some metaphor behind it that maybe it's light, maybe it's quick, maybe it's fast. That's the only thing I could really gather from that. But a lot of people don't like the name. They have a distaste for the name, and they're like, what does Ghibli even mean? You know, it's not straightforward. It's something you have to look into, and then you're like, oh, that's stupid. I don't mind it. You know, it could be worse, but it's not bad. You know, it's not as bad as people make it out to be. So I would say, you know, Ghibli, whatever you want to call it, it's still a fascinating car. It still holds a special place in my heart. And that was 5 things that you might not have known about the Maserati Ghibli. If there's any other questions you guys have, let me know. Hit me in the comments below. Like, subscribe. You know the issue. Go for it, guys. Thanks.